Well, hello and welcome to our first ever episode. My name's Kory, and then these are my parents, Doug and Denise. So I am a registered dietitian, and we are just going to use this as like an accountability tool and then kind of spread some anecdotal evidence of GLP-1s and just their personal experience. They are both, they started it, I think not last Monday, the Monday before that. So they're 2 weeks in, and then I'll just let um, them introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Denise McGuire, Corey's mom, and weight loss journey has been, it seems like my whole life, and so now we are doing the GLP-1, um, and today we administered our third injection, so we've been 2 weeks on it.
And I'm Doug McGuire. I'm Corey's dad. I've also struggled with my weight throughout my life. I was heavy even in high school, and I have had surgery before, and that was somewhat successful, but I still am obese rather than
Mhm.
any other way to say it. So we're starting the GLP-1 journey, and same as Denise, we did start it. It's the injections 2 weeks ago. This morning was our third injection.
Yeah, and so my dad, he had the gastric sleeve done, and that was probably what, 20, what, 15, 16? When was that? It was around when Grant was born, was it?
16, 17, somewhere in there. Yeah.
And then mom had the lap band. I felt like I was in high school, right?
You are, yeah, yep, and I still have it in, and
Okay.
hopefully my plan is to get to my goal weight on this, maintain that for 6 months, and then I am going to get the left band surgically removed.
Good. Yeah, and then I mean, our whole family struggled with weight. I weighed in that was last Wednesday, and I think that was my highest I've ever been, 276. Um, yeah, so I just want to use this to stay accountable. Now, I don't have the medication, but um, I think just doing these check-ins, discussing it, keep keep the motivation and discipline going on with that. Okay, so I said my weight. My starting weight was last Wednesday. I was at 276.1.
When I started and when I ordered the medicine, I was at 288.
Okay.
And when I started taking the medication 2 weeks ago, I was at 287. And as of this morning, I was 279. So 2 weeks, I've lost a little over 7 pounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
So what have the first 2 weeks been like for you guys?
well, honestly, um, no side effects. I mean, the first couple mornings I was a little nauseous, but I think a lot of that is because I don't eat anything after supper because I do suffer from acid reflux. So I have been trying to at least have a light snack, and then in the morning I have no side effects. Neither one of us have really experienced any of the side effects. It's been incredible. I mean, you're
You haven't had any
just
like nausea, diarrhea?
no, only, like I said, just that first couple days, just wake up but once I get up and have my breakfast and that, then I'm fine. So I think it's just too long of a period of not having anything, but no side effects whatsoever. My hunger noise is, I would say, about 80% gone. Um, right before supper, I might get a little bit hungry, but throughout the day, and I'm retired and I'm home all day. So I have the ability here to be snacking and access to food, and I have not even wanted anything. In fact, I have to look and it's like, oh, well, it's 1 o'clock. I probably should eat some lunch. So it has been incredible for that. And we've just been eating clean and eating healthy foods.
Okay. Now, with that, so my mom also has rheumatoid arthritis, and how has that impacted it? So I would just hypothesize that, like with you digesting less food throughout the day, has your inflammation changed at all? Have you noticed any improvement, or is it
Oh,
anything?
definitely. We just talked about that tonight. Definitely a big change. I don't have all the swelling and the joint restriction as much, so that is just encouraging for me on this. And my rheumatologist is fully, totally supporting me doing this.
Yeah, and it's probably twofold because, like, yes, you're digesting less food, so your body can focus on healing, but also you're eating better. You're not eating, you're paying more attention. You're not eating
Mhm.
the sugars, the more inflammatory foods.
Right. And with my lap band, eating protein has always been a challenge ever since I had the lap band put in because, you know, the meat is coarse and it's a little bit hard for the lap band for it to take care of it and to go through. So I've been learning how just different proteins. And I've been, getting ideas from Kory on, okay, how do I get different proteins? How do I get different fibers? And it is just a matter of learning to eat different.
Have you guys done any supplementing of protein yet with like a protein shakes or yeah, dabbled
Protein,
in those?
well, protein bars.
Okay.
I got clear protein a drink that our daughter recommended. And so I haven't tried that yet, but it's,
I, I
uh,
I hope you like them. They are very different. They leave a weird residue on your tongue. Maybe you like them.
okay.
It's
Yeah.
very different. Those clear drinks, the isopures, yeah, it's indescribable. But once you've had one, you're like, oh, that's what he's talking about. It's like a little film on your tongue.
Okay.
Mhm.
All
It's not.
right.
I don't mind it, but some
Yeah.
people hated it.
Okay, it just got delivered, and I mean, I have my nutrients set for 100 grams of protein, and honestly, I'm averaging about 80. I just cannot get that extra 20, 25 in for any. So I thought, well, I'm going
Yeah,
to try that. That might be a way to do it.
yeah, because that's going to be a really big priority with the weight loss. You don't want it's on average 20 to 40% muscle loss. Will be lean mass that you're losing during this because of the way the drug works. It could be catabolic and break down the muscle and yeah.
Hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
One of the things that I noticed, I mean, I have always had what I would consider, high fluid intake, but even with on the once we started taking the drug, even so more so, I've noticed I'm thirstier than I used to be.
Hmm.
I always drank probably,
You're
I mean, I didn't
thirstier,
drink
but then
water,
Yeah.
but I would drink probably at least over 2 liters a day easily of fluids. But now I'm
oh,
probably drinking more than that even.
okay.
And I have always had smaller meals because of the bariatric sleeve, not able to digest big meals. And what I've noticed is I'm fuller quicker as well, even with the sleeve being that small. And also, I don't feel as much need to eat as many times during the day.
Do you notice when you move your head, you lose your hair? Like you don't have any hair right now.
Well, I
I
had,
was like, I did not think, I haven't seen you in like
Yeah.
2 weeks. I didn't think you lost your hair that fast.
Oh,
there we go.
All right.
And
So
got
then,
the other side.
next up, what about what? So we've talked about the nutrition aspect of um, your weight loss training. What are we doing? Exercise and resistance training. Do we have any of that? What is your plan?
well, up to this point, I haven't done anything other than 3 times last week. I got on the treadmill for 20 minutes at a time.
Uh-huh.
Um, you know, with my RA, it does limit on what I can do at this point. I have to slowly, and that is something that my primary physician and my rheumatologist both talked to me about this. They said, the weight training and the weight resistance is incredibly, but they don't prefer me to do that right now. They just want me to do the walking, and I basically have to build my joints up to being able to do that. But she said she has had people that's gone on the medicine that, and then's got into a full blown exercise regimen and then a huge flare up. And then you're back on steroids for a month, and that's just totally a vicious circle.
Sure. And that's why I specifically mentioned resistance training as compared to weight training. Yes, weight training is resistance training, but resistance just means your body needs to maintain your muscle while you're losing weight. It needs to it needs to send a stimulus. You need to be telling your body, your muscles that, oh, I need this. That's kind of why it's recommended. And it can be like resistance bands, just doing something of anything, just a few reps will get you going, get a
Hmm.
lubrication of the joints, I hope,
Yeah.
and kind of just give enough stimulus because you haven't ever really resistance trained
No,
ever. So
yeah.
just adding something small, the lightest bands, just to slowly work into that. I think you should start that now, and then maybe even um, start up at the gym. You've talked about getting a personal trainer at the gym in town
Yeah.
before. Do you have any inclination towards that?
Eventually I want to do that. Yes. Yes.
What's that look like? Like the timeline? Like eventually?
Probably, well, I mean, I first want to get walking on the treadmill. And I
Yeah.
mean, honestly, after like that whole, when I do that in the morning, the whole rest of the day, because I do have two um, new knees as well. So, that does cause me some discomfort. So I'm just a little apprehensive on going to a personal trainer if they, you know, push too hard and put me in a flare up. So
You know,
I just need to get a little bit. I mean, we're complete sediment people.
yep.
I mean, complete.
Sedentary. You're not rocks.
Yeah. But I mean, we do not do much. I mean, he is in a car commuting and at a desk all day, and I'm not much better. So, you know, we need to get moving. That's for sure.
I mean, ta I know a guy who was in my wedding. He'd set you up real well, and I don't think he would. I think he definitely would do a good job and not push you too hard because he wouldn't want you to flare up, get all
Right.
inflamed. And I think he'd set you up with. I mean, he's got a team of trainers,
Okay.
and yeah, maybe what? So we're in the second week of February.
Yeah.
When do you think you would think about starting that up? Could you say April?
March. No,
Oh,
I would say in
okay,
March. Yeah,
okay.
I mean, we have a lot of incentive. We have the end of April, we're going on a big cruise. And so we both have goals that we want to meet with our weight and that. So no, I mean, I was thinking about that in probably 2, 3 weeks. I would give Taylor a call and see what he
Mhm.
can go in and meet with them.
Yeah,
It's just something you have to, it's hard at this weight to walk into a gym. Let's be real. it's,
yeah, yeah.
it's not a comfortable feeling.
But it's actually like almost all in your head. Like when
I know.
the avid gym goers see a person of like your size, our size, trying to better themselves, they don't judge. They're like, what the hell are they doing there? They're thinking, oh yeah, good for them. They're making a good decision. They're more often very supportive. No one would ever be laughing, ridiculing.
Hmm.
The gym community tends to be very welcoming, especially like where you guys live.
Okay. I've never gone, never really experienced it. So,
Yeah.
It is pretty much a good community, and there's a lot of people there. Um, Pre-COVID, I was going up there and I was going to the morning workouts. Um, I am close to retiring, and with that being, it's like it's hard for me to get up that early in the morning. My schedule's changed from what it was a few years ago when I was doing
Yeah.
that every day. But since I have done it before, I do know some of the workouts that I can do here at home, and I'll probably start doing those this next few weeks and be work doing some workouts on my own, doing resistance training at home,
Yeah,
and
and
then
with you
eventually
especially,
I go up there.
you need to taper it because you always will go. You'll set the side of like 4 or 5 workouts a week, and if you start at one workout a week, that's 50 more workouts than you did last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
Yeah.
this small changes over time will get us to where you are. And the biggest you were talking earlier about you were so disappointed you lost a half pound.
Yeah.
But like that's you lost weight. And you can also look on the bright side of that. The you want to lose weight. Everyone wants to do it quickly. You didn't um, gain all that weight quickly. It was a long, slow, and over time. But especially you can look at your skin integrity. If you drop a bunch of weight fast, your skin is not going to retain that elasticity as easily. The
That's true.
slower you lose your weight, you may, if both you do lose enough, you may have to have skin surgery. I don't know. I'm not an expert in that regard. But if it is a little slower, even a half pound, a pound,
Yeah.
I mean,
Their recommendation is 2 pounds a week. They don't really want to see,
no,
granted, because at first, and I mean, I think even without the medicine, just the way we're eating has been 110%
mhm,
improvement on what we are eating for foods. He's packing a lunch every day now. That's just huge. And so it was just, he did over 6 pounds the first week. I did over 4. And then you get on and, he lost a pound and a half. I lost a half a pound. And it's like, really? But then,
really, you're right at the 2.5 when
I
you
know.
add 4.5 and five, a half
Yeah.
pound, that's 5. That's above the recommended of 2.5 per week.
Yeah.
You're still doing above average
Right.
of the
Yeah.
recommended.
Well, and we are getting our refills and they are upping our dose as well.
Okay.
So, they said it takes about 3 to 4 months before you're at the maximum dose that you can have or that they recommend. And so, you have to build up there as well. And talking with friends that are about 6 months ahead of us, that's exactly what they've said is it goes slow. And then all of a sudden it really hits.
Mhm.
So, but it's been one of the easiest things we've done so far. Now
Good.
we got to get the exercise going. Um,
And with the exercise, I know Dad has a new Apple Watch. I got him for Christmas, so he has that. Have you
mhm,
ever looked? And now I know you won't do any watches. I have. It's called the Ring-Con. Mine's charging up, but
mhm,
I just wear it on my middle finger. It does my heart rate, oxygen while I'm sleeping, my sleep quality, steps. I think
mhm.
that could be a decent middle ground for you to just have a visualization of, wow, I've only moved 2,100 steps
Yeah,
today.
that's
And then if you
that's
just have your step goal, at least you can visualize something. And
true.
then I like
Yeah.
that one more than the Aura Ring. Jordan has the Aura Ring, my friend, but his is they have a subscription with it, and they're basically very comparable. And they can even tell you like if you're coming down with something, just with your sleep quality and skin temperature, if you are almost about to experience like
Mhm.
a cold.
Uh-huh. No, that would be because
You're not
I
going to wear a watch. I know you're not.
I
You're not
don't
going to
with
wear anything on your wrist.
with my RA, it just bothers my wrists and it bothers my hands, and it's not comfortable for me. That's the only reason why I and I've never ever wore a watch for years because of that. So no,
Mhm.
send dad the link for that.
Well, I think you do have a birthday coming up too, and I think your kids would love to get
That's
something
true.
like that.
That's true. But
Okay.
no, so
You, you got anything to add, Dad, before we go? I think that's a really good start. I think so. I don't know if we should set any weight loss goals right just yet. We're gonna just get used to it, get used to the drug, the injection, start your exercise, and then just
mhm.
keep monitoring and go
Yeah.
from there.
Yeah,
Okay.
and just trying to get in this protein and fiber for a day. That's a
Mhm.
job. That is a job.
Well,
It's
good thing you
very
don't have one.
what?
Good thing you don't have one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think that's something that, just being on the GLP-1, I think that's, and with the weight loss, I think something that you have to do is you have to record and monitor what
Mhm,
your intakes are. Because, like Denise was saying, as far as her protein goals, if you're not monitoring that and you're not recording it, then it's hard to say, oh, did I get my protein in?
mhm.
Yeah.
And I mean, you guys know how important your protein fiber is for your daily function
Hmm.
and to keep that muscle mass. Because I've even one of my friends that her mom's been on it. She had to give up riding her motorcycle because she can't handle it. She can't pick it up. She can't move it around because she's gotten so weak. I mean, she
Yeah.
lost the weight, but how much of that
Right.
was muscle and
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
pick it up, get that protein,
Yep.
try some supplementation just to because if you're not hungry, no, it you can almost always drink something.
Right. Right. And that's something too is we need to get like a protein shake for like at night when we've logged our supper and we're 30 and 40 grams still short.
Yeah, I mean BJ's and Sam's, Nuri and Fairlife has gotten a little expensive. I don't like it. We
Oh,
use the Nuri Nurri. Those are nice. They're 30 grams, 11 ounces. They taste really good. They're pre-mixed, so you don't have to worry about water. You can take them wherever. Dad can take them right to work.
okay. The Fairlife, does that taste good?
No, they're great. They're just like double the
Okay.
price of everything. All the other ones
Okay.
like Slate, Nuri, Spilt are all like about $20 ish for 12 packs, and then now Fairlife is 30, so it's like
Oh, okay.
50% more expensive. And they taste good, but
Yeah, that's what a lot of people on the support group, that's what they really talk about was the Fairlife and that I
mhm,
didn't really price them out yet, but yeah, there's a lot of people recommend that they can really handle that.
no, they're
So,
good.
hmm.
Well, all right. I think our time
All
is
right.
actually almost up. So,
All right.
Okay.
all right. I don't really know how to end this. I've never really, you
Okay.
know.
Well, we'll see you next week.
All right.
Yep.
See ya.
All
Bye.
right. Goodbye.
This is Future Corey editing the video, and I did not like the way the video ended so abruptly. I want to thank you for spending time with us today and following along on our Ozempic and weight loss journey. If this series has been helpful or relatable, please consider subscribing to the channel. It really helps us keep sharing honest updates and stay accountable. If you have any other questions or topics you'd like us to cover next, drop them in the comments. We'll see you in the next one.